Hello, everyone. Thank you again for joining me. And we're going to continue with our topic. We are not alone. We have already talked about David that was completely neglected when Samuel came to the house to choose a king. But David was never been alone. We have also talked about a single mother called Agar. Agar was completely sent packing, but Agar never been alone, and you can see what the testimony that happened, that she single-handed brought up Ishmael. But again today we're going to be talking about another character in the Bible, and I pray that as I share this with you, I will be blessed and you too will be blessed. And today we're going to be talking about Daniel, and you can understand this character in the Bible, and there's 2 or 3 points, and I pray that Holy Spirit will expand the scriptures, and also when you have an opportunity to read it, Holy Spirit will expand the scripture for you. We're going to be looking into Daniel chapter 6. It's a very, very interesting story, and there's 2 or 3 or 4 points that I just think that will help us in our walk with God, in our relationship with the Lord. And I'm going to start reading from Daniel chapter 6, and from verse 1. He said, "It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 satraps to be over the whole kingdom, and over these three governors, of whom Daniel was one, that the satraps might give account to them, so that the king will suffer no loss." Then, verse 3, then this Daniel distinguished himself above the governor and satrap, because an excellent spirit was in him, and the king gave thoughts to settle him over the whole realm. Let me stop there. There is 120 satraps, administrator. Let me just call them administrator. And then above them, the Darius, the king, decided to choose 3 governors to oversee those 120. And among those administrators, the satraps, Daniel was one of them. But the Bible said to us that Daniel have an excellent spirit. And I look at that and I said to myself that we need to have similar character in our way, that can, in our workplace, can I say that we have an excellent spirit? Can people see the quality of God in our life? That's what was happening to Daniel. And the king was looking at Daniel, that this guy, every aspect of his life, in terms of the law of the land, his character was 100% excellent. There's nothing that they can count against him. Have an excellent spirit. Let me continue. Verse 4. So the governor and the satrap sought to find some charge against Daniel concerning the kingdom, but they could not find no charge of fault, because he was faithful, nor was there any error or fault found in him. I wish you could be like that, whereby no error can be found in us. Then this man said, "We shall not find any charge against this Daniel, unless we find it against him concerning the law of his God." So they try every single possible best to catch Daniel, but there's no way they can catch him. They know that the only way they can catch him because of his faithfulness to his God. Verse 8. So this governor and the satraps thronged before the king and said thus to him, "King Darius, live forever. All the governors of the kingdom, the administrator and the satrap, the counselors and the advisor, have consulted together to reestablish a royal status and to make a firm decree that whoever petition any god or man for 30 days, except you, O king, shall be cast into the den of lion. Now, O king, establish the decree and sign the written, so that it cannot be changed, according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which does not alter." Therefore, King Darius signed the decree. Now, they realize that they cannot catch Daniel. They know the only way they can catch Daniel, it is from his God. So okay, they said nobody should bow down to any other god except Cyrus for 30 days. And according to the law of the Medes and Persia, I think Medes and Persia, when the king signed the law for that 30 days, it cannot be cancelled. It had to be fulfilled. Verse 10. Now, when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went home, and in his upper room, with his window open toward Jerusalem, he kneeled down on his knee 3 times that day and prayed and gave time before God, as was his custom since early days. That's what Daniel is always do. So no amount of law will change his character, his behavior. How many of us can be like this, whereby that they change a law that says you should never serve God anymore, but you are afraid of your own self, rather than say that, look, I rather prefer to serve God than to serve man. Daniel have an excellent spirit, but when it comes to God, compared to the law of the land, Daniel decided to stick with his God. Let us see now whether his God will save him. Let's continue. Then these men assembled and found Daniel praying and making supplication before his God. And then they went before the king and spoke concerning the king's decree. Have you not signed a decree that every man who petition any god or man within 30 days, except you, O king, shall be cast into the den of lions? The king answered and said, this is true, according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which does not alter. Verse 13. So the answer said before the king, that Daniel, who is one of the captives from Judah, they didn't even say he's a governor anymore. They said Daniel, who is one of the captives from Judah, does not show regard to you, O king, and for the degree that you have signed, but make his petition 3 times a day. And the king, when he heard this word, was greatly displeased, and with himself, and set in his heart on Daniel to deliver him. And he labored till the going down of the sun to deliver him. Then these men approached the king and said to the king, know, O king, that it is the law of the Medes and Persians that no degree or status which the king has established may be changed. So the king gave the command, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of lions. But the king spoke, saying to Daniel, your God whom you serve continuously will deliver you. Then stone was brought and lay on the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet ring and with the signet of his Lord, that the purpose concerning Daniel might not be changed. This is very, very interesting. If you read this story, there's not one session whereby that Daniel was actually crying and begging the king. Because see, when God was on your side, you don't need to worry, you don't need to defend yourself. Daniel was completely quiet on this story. He didn't say anything. Was true. Imagine 120 people, like let's say plus the other governor, 120, they all gathered together for just only one person. In this case, you may think that Daniel is not alone. Maybe you have found yourself in a situation that you feel like people are gathered against you. As long as God is on your side, do not worry, okay? No matter the situation you find yourself, the Bible says if you go through the storm of fire, I will be with you. No matter how people are gagging, they conspiracy, just as the way they conspire against Daniel, they gang against Daniel. Maybe people are gang against you. Do not worry. God got your back, just as we are going to find out in this story. Now, Bible, they continue to also say, they say in verse 18, yes. Now the king went to his palace and spent the night fasting. No musician were brought before him. Also sleep went from him. Who is worried here? Is it Daniel or the king? It is the king. Because Daniel in the den of lion, I'm not be surprised, he actually have peace. Because you know that the lion or the tribe of Judah is in that den of lion with him. And anywhere that the lion, the tribe of Judah is, no amount of enemy can be able to destroy. And what happened? And then the king arose early because the king couldn't sleep. Possible maybe Daniel is even sleeping using the lion as a pillow. Maybe Daniel have a sound sleep. Meanwhile, king himself could not sleep. Then verse 19, then the king arose early in the morning and went in haste to the den of lion. And when he came to the den, he cried out with a lamenting voice to Daniel. The king spoke, saying to Daniel, Daniel, O servant of the living God, have your God, whom you serve continuously, been able to deliver you from the lion? I pray that no matter what you are going through, that people say to you that the God that you serve, have you been able to deliver you from the challenge, from the plan, that the trap that any enemy has set on you? And listen to Daniel's answer. Then Daniel said to the king, O king, live forever. May my God send his angel and shut the lion's mouth, so that they have not hurt me, because I find no incident before him, and I find innocent before him, and also, O king, I find no wrong before you. Now the king was exceedingly glad for him, and commanded that they should take Daniel out of the den. So Daniel was taken out of the den, and no injury whatsoever was found on him, because he believed in his God. Daniel gets into trouble because he has faith in God, and that God delivered him because of his faithfulness in God. And I'm also want to encourage you, no matter what you are going through. Daniel was in the den of lion, but the lion of the Judah of tribe have sent an angel of God to stay with him. No matter what you are going through, no matter what your challenge, I just want you to know that you are not alone. 122 people ganged against Daniel. It looked like Daniel was alone, but in this particular case, Daniel was not alone, because the lion of the tribe of Judah with all the angels. Imagine lion at that particular night, they decided to fast. They are not allowed to eat anything. And if you continue later on, the Bible tells us that the king had to command that the people that conspired, that gang against Daniel, their family were thrown into the den of lion. And the Bible said that before they landed, the lion tear them into pieces. God, our God, is a good God. So if you are thinking that you're challenging whatever you are going through, you are alone. You are not alone. Imagine what Daniel would have been going through. But because the Bible said to us, they said that because he believed in his God, no matter what you are going through, I just want to encourage you, believe in God, trust in him, okay? You are not alone. Just as Daniel was not alone here, God was with him. It may look like you are alone, but I want to encourage you, my brother and sister, you are not alone. The lion of the tribe of Judah is with you 24/7. He said that he will never leave you. He will never forsake. He said, when you go through a storm, I will be. When you go through water, you will not drown. So Daniel was not eaten by the lion because he believed in God. God is with him. So I want to encourage you as well that God is with you. Trust him, and he never let you down. Thank you so much for listening to me, and God bless you.